This is Jodine with Capital Jazz TV, and I'm sitting here with the Catch a Rising Star diva, Miss Chantae Cann from Atlanta. How are you, Chantae?
Fantastic. So happy to be here.
So happy to see you. And first of all, happy that you are performing your own music today. How was that experience? How did the people receive you?
I think they received it pretty well. I was a little nervous just being the first performer of the day.
Right.
At 12 noon. But I think it was a good warm-up. They seemed pretty receptive to everything. Very amazing crowd. Yeah.
Right. Now, this isn't your first time here because you were here with Little John last year.
Little John last
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and then probably a few years before that here with India. I remember when she was here. So yeah, I'm a.
You're familiar with the Capital Jazz.
I'm a little familiar.
Yeah, she's like an alumni. Yeah.
But it was cool to be there, like for me. And
Oh, man.
It was.
How's
amazing.
that feeling? Like you're in the background
things.
because you sang background for so many. Even India, like in Atlanta. That's how I was introduced to you when you were singing for India. And you're in the background. You're singing in the back 20 feet. 20 feet back, right? Like that's what the term is. And then now you're doing your own album. You're releasing your own album. You're songwriting. You're producing. You're doing your own shows because she's an independent artist. So it's like a one person group here. How's that transition?
Well, it's very freeing right now. It's just kind of surreal sometimes because it was a very gradual transition. It wasn't like, okay, I'm singing background. Okay, I'm an artist.
Right.
My first solo show was I was still singing background for those very artists. It was a gradual transition, and then all of a sudden, I stopped doing as many background gigs and kind of started focusing more on my solo career and kind of did them simultaneously until I was ready to, release the album and do shows of my own. So it's pretty cool. Like I feel like such a I feel like a new person, but I feel like I've got some time under my belt.
It's like a rebirth, right? Right, it's a rebirth. It's like a yeah.
But it's in an amazing way, and I think about all the places that I was able to visit with other people, and what places I want to go back to, like on my own terms. So it's really cool to have had that experience and to appreciate what this means right now.
Outside of the travel, what have you learned from the other people that you've been working with? And you kind of like take those little ingredients, right? You take those ingredients and make your own. Like, what did you learn?
So many things. Just being in that background light, you get to see how you want your business to grow and how you want to just learn and cultivate your own artistry, what things you're willing to compromise and such like that. So the behind the scenes view is so important, and I think it has definitely made me who I am today. And I appreciate this much more because I saw what it was from the ground up, for other people.
From the for the other emerging artists that are out there, because there's a lot that watches Capital Jazz and want to perform at Capital Jazz. Would take almost like a gradual step towards, or should they just go ahead with social media and just do it on their own?
Life has a wonderful way of showing us kind of like where we are in certain things. So you should let your surroundings, not saying let them dictate what you want to be, but take notes. Like take notice of the type of feedback that you get when you are doing your artistry. And, take note of the genuine, heartfelt people that actually really want to help you, and the people, surround yourself with people that are going to have your best interest at heart. That's like the main thing. So that you can have a team of people around you who will be able to tell you the truth and say, that's good, but you may need to work on A, B, and C.
Absolutely.
And so when things are ready, you will know, because doors will start to open for you, and you won't have to push too hard. It'll just be kind of set before you.
So the new album that was just released, Journey to Golden.
Yes, Journey to Golden.
First of all, let me tell you how long we've been all waiting for this album.
What you telling? I've been waiting a lifetime.
I mean, since she came on the scene, it was this like golden voice, this angelic voice comes out, and we're just all like waiting for this album to come out. It finally drops, and how do you feel?
Amazing. I feel like I had a child.
Yeah.
Like that's the closest thing I can relate it to. It's such an amazing, I don't want to say a weight lifted off my shoulders, but it is kind of a weight. It's like, this is here. is complete. I can move on to so many other things. I just had to get that introduction, that official introduction, because people have heard of me from singing background for this and that person.
Right.
YouTube, social media, it makes the whole world so much smaller right now. But yeah, to have something solid and official is a thing. And also a huge thing that I have learned is not to rush things. Because when you get in a rushing type of mode, you're only going to slow yourself down, because when you rush to something and it may not be what it's really supposed to be, you have to go back and redo and, refigure out everything.
Right.
Take it slow. People may even rush you, and that's good. That's a great thing that, you may be in demand, but you have to make it right for you.
So when you released the album, what did you want people to take away when they heard this album? Like, what was that one message, the through line for the album for you?
Okay, well, the name of the album, Journey to Golden, just came about because obviously we equate life to a journey. Everybody is on their own individual journeys. Everybody's journey is different, but it's the same. We're all trying to get to a golden place. To me, golden represents wholeness. It represents peace. It represents, everything that is good. It's a mentality.
Right.
So I kind of use golden as an all-encompassing place of goodness, improvement, a place that will never really arrive, but we're always trying to go there. And so I felt like everybody could relate to that, and so that's kind of just what I wanted people to take from it. A lot of songs are about time and the lessons that you can learn from time, and just appreciating life, appreciating nature, appreciating the purpose that God put inside of you.
And I know one of the things that I find very interesting about you, Chantae, is that you always, even with your live shows, there's always a spiritual angle to it. There's always some type of empowerment, inspirational, spiritual, motivational, whatever word I could use that you bring to the table. How important is spirituality to not only Chantae, but to even your art expression?
It is, if not one of the most important things. It's the reason why I even do what I do, because I grew up with a spiritual foundation. I feel like it has no choice but to come out in my artistic expression, and so I even feel like a connection right away, and I try to get connected before I go out and do anything, just so I know that it's not just about me, it's bigger than me, it's about all of us, and encouraging people and inspiring them to let them know that they have their own individual purpose too. You may think it's big or small, but if you experience life to any degree, you have a story to share with somebody.
Absolutely. So where do people pick up the album?
They can get it on iTunes, you can get it on Spotify, Bandcamp.
It's on my playlist on Spotify.
All of the above, Tidal, Amazon, Google Play.
Yes.
Pretty much
everywhere.
Yeah, and if you live in Atlanta or any place where they have a really cool indie music scene, you can pick it up there.
Nice. And how do people keep in contact with you? Because you're getting on the road and you're touring. How do we stay in touch?
Well, you can go to chantaecann.com, ChantaeCann.com, and there I post everywhere. I'm going to be everywhere on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All of them. Chantae Cann, all of that.
All of that. Well, Chantae, it's so good to see you. I am so glad that you performed your own music. Yes. No longer in the background, right in the forefront where you deserve to be. Love it. This is Jodine with Capital Jazz TV, sitting here with Chantae Cann. Thank you.